They say legends carve the path, but it's the next generation that shows just how far that path can go. In basketball, each era brings players who redefine the game, push its boundaries, and inspire those who follow. In the 80s, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan transformed basketball into an art form, making it seem like the game itself was...
Anybody's ever heard about Larry Bird. He said when you're playing against him, you're looking into the eyes of an... You get an offensive rebound or make a direct pass to one of those free plays. Jordan trying to make Bird, can't do it.
Then came the 90s, when Cheryl Swoops stepped onto the court and shattered expectations for women's basketball, proving that her brilliance could stand toe-to-toe with anyone. She didn't just play, she paved the way.
Turns in the air for the game. Swoops on the spin.
And now, a new generation has arrived. Among them stands a player who has already captured the imagination of fans everywhere. Her name echoes in arenas, dominates highlight reels, and headlines every major sports outlet. During her time with the Iowa Hawkeyes, Caitlin Clark shattered records left and right, even becoming the first NCAA player, male or female, to lead the nation in both scoring and assists in the same season.
I'm looking. Here's Clark. She fires, and it goes! She hit it! Wow!
For 2 straight years, Caitlin and the Hawkeyes fell short of the Elite Eight. In 2021, they were stopped at the Sweet 16. In 2022, underdog Creighton stunned them in the round of 32. But Caitlin wasn't about to let history repeat itself. In her 3rd season, she was more determined than ever to rewrite the story, and she did just that. The Hawkeyes finally broke through to the Elite Eight, and the events of that cold spring evening would go on to change women's basketball forever. It was March 26, 2023, at the Greensboro Coliseum in North Carolina. The arena buzzed with tension and excitement as 24,000 fans eagerly awaited the showdown. Millions more watched from home, unaware they were about to witness the rise of an all-time basketball legend. On that night, Caitlin Clark didn't just rise to the moment, she owned it. And in doing so, she didn't just make history, she became a legend.
Opportunity. What do you like to say about Caitlin Clark in the crowd? She's got him on a string.
This was the day Caitlin Clark proved to everyone that she is basketball's chosen one. The stage was set. Iowa faced off against Louisville, and the stakes couldn't have been high. Caitlin Clark, the undisputed star of women's college, basketball was about to take on one of the biggest challenges of her career. Opposing her was Louisville's fiery leader, Hailey Van Lith, a fearless competitor known for thriving under pressure. With her relentless attitude and elite skill set, Hailey was always ready for the game's biggest moments.
Americans, they increased their speed. They turned to Hailey Van Lith, and all we saw was pigtails whirling. She was spinning like a...
This game was hyped as a battle of superstars. Clark's sharpshooting and flashy passes against Van Lith's relentless energy, and it was a matchup fans had been waiting for. Louisville came in with experience on their side, playing in their 5th straight Elite Eight, the 2nd longest streak in the country behind you. And as soon as the game tipped off, they wasted no time making their...
It up, and Louisville wins the tip. Washington native Van Lith fires a little too strong.
Right from the start, Louisville came out firing, jumping to an early 8-point. You could almost hear the doubt creeping into Iowa fans' voice. Louisville's star, Hailey Van Lith, looked unstoppable, knocking down shots from everywhere on the court and playing with the confidence of a seasoned pro.
Part of the All-Big Ten team, Van Lith squeezes it out, and Robinson. Here's Van Lith. Van Lith thought about it, will pull from 2, and it! Hailey Van Lith is feeling it! What we're going to see tomorrow night.
Clark and her Iowa squad found themselves in a tough spot, trailing by 8. But as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Clark knew it was time to take over. With her team needing a spark, she did what only Caitlin Clark can do, attacking the basket, finishing 2 layups, and cutting the deficit.
From Ohio State. But Louisville, a terrific defensive team as Clark finally shakes free and gets Iowa. Here's Van Lith, has it stolen by Clark. Clark trying to outrace Cochran.
The 6'2" defender on her, uses her quickness, slithers by, able to score, and then out in transition. This is where Iowa really flourishes.
Then, like flipping a switch, Clark caught fire. First a 3-pointer, then another, and another. Suddenly, it was clear. This wasn't just a game. Fans were about to witness something special.
Freshman, big, getting ready to check in for Iowa. Clark, great feed. Warnock, she got it. Clark, looking to shake free. Clark, step back 3, is good.
Smaller defender on Caitlin Clark. Look at the step back, hop into it.
Here's Clark, guarded by Robinson. Clark firing again. Oh my! Caitlin Clark, a showstopper.
And then again, a different defender, but still on the smaller side.
The crowd shifts from anxious whispers to deafening roars. She's not just making shots, she's making it look effortless. By the end of the first quarter, Clark has already put her skills on full display. The score remains tight, but Iowa is finding its rhythm. As the quarter wraps, Iowa leads by 4, and the arena is absolutely electric.
Clark looking to shake Jones. Dumps it underneath. Warnock banks it in. That'll do it for the first. Louisville jumped out early. Caitlin Clark and Iowa answered. A 4-point Iowa lead after a trip to the Final Four.
Now, we're into the second quarter, and it's officially Caitlin Clark. Louisville is fighting to make it 2 back-to-back finals, but Clark stands in their way like an unbreakable wall. Every single point Iowa scores in the first 5 minutes of the quarter, either made or assisted by Clark. Every single one.
Clark will fire and hit. The walking highlight reel, Caitlin Clark.
It's like watching a true artist at work, and the crowd can't get enough. Clark isn't just shooting threes, she's draining them from absurd distances. Spots on the court where most players wouldn't even think of taking a shot. We're talking NBA range, Steph Curry level deep.
An arrow belongs to Iowa, so it's going to stay here. Here's Clark open in the corner. She got it. That is not where you want to lead.
Iowa surges ahead, and it's clear. Clark has turned this game into her personal highlight. She's not just scoring, she's orchestrating the entire offense, dishing out assists and creating wide-open looks for her teammates.
Here's Clark, given some space, guarded by Robinson, who has 2 fouls. Clark, cross-court, finds Marshall.
By halftime, Clark already has 21 points and 7 assists, compared to Hailey Van Lith. And the scary part? It still feels like she's just getting warmed up. This game is quickly turning into something legendary. The Caitlin Clark Show.
Caitlin Clark has 21 points and 7 assists in this half. It's a 9-0 response from Iowa.
Third quarter begins, and Louisville is backed into a corner like a wounded animal. But Van Lith and KRN Care refuse to go down without a fight. Can the Cardinals really stage a comeback? Just like that, Iowa's 12-point lead vanishes in the blink of an eye. It's a 1-point game again. The crowd is on edge, holding their breath in anticipation. It's a battle for survival.
Now they're starting the second half.
And Iowa turns it over. Here's Carr off to the races. It is a 1-point game.
But this is where legends are made. Caitlin Clark doesn't flinch. She doesn't force bad shots or let frustration take over. She stays calm, cool, and in complete control. And then, just like that, she takes over again, reminding everyone why she's unstoppable.
She sensed that she could get the steals, that she could create some havoc, and she did.
From deep threes to mid-range daggers, Clark answers every Louisville run with a response of her own. Within minutes, that slim lead isn't so slim anymore. It's back to 20. The game shifts once again.
Oh, well, here's Clark wide open. You bet! 31.
Louisville's defense is scrambling, desperately searching for an answer. But Clark is locked in, a level of focus we don't see on. For anyone standing in her way, it's absolutely terrifying.
3 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and 4 steals for Caitlin Clark.
Now, the fourth quarter arrives. And if you thought you had seen it all, think again. Clark steps onto the court with fire in her eyes. You can see it in her movement. There's no hesitation, no doubt. She's here to close this game out. And she's going to do it in dominant fashion.
Hey, Marshall Clark to the rim.
Clark starts pulling up from beyond the arc. Deep, deep shots. And they're all falling. It's like every bucket is a statement, a reminder that she's on a different level.
For Louisville. Clark decides to take. Why not?
Louisville's players are crashing into each other, desperately trying to stop her, but there's no slowing Clark down. She's completely unstoppable. Something unreal happens. Caitlin Clark is just 2 rebounds away from... No player has ever done in NCAA tournament history. A 30-point triple-double. Not in the women's game, not in the men's game.
Grabs another rebound. Her 8th, 2 away from a triple-double.
And then, history is made. With just minutes left, Clark gets fouled and calmly sinks both free throws, securing a 41-point, 10-rebound, 12-assist triple-double in the Elite 8 of March Madness. The entire arena erupts. The crowd's roar is deafening. This is pure basketball history.
And Caitlin Clark has a 40-point triple-double in the Elite 8. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. That is it. For the first time since 1993, Iowa is headed to the Final Four.
Caitlin Clark didn't just win a game. She changed the narrative of college basketball forever. She set a new standard, raising the bar to an unreal level. The records, the dominance, the sheer brilliance of her performance. It was clear at that moment that Clark was going to be a serious problem in the WNBA. And this is just the beginning. Don't miss out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and click on the next video for more incredible stories you won't want to miss.